Hi everyone, welcome back to another gameplay of BTD6. Let's continue with Updated Chimps. The series we're starting all over again. I'm gonna show you an updated strategy to the chimps, actually the black border, using no heroes and minimizing RNG. Let's continue with the advanced maps. Right now I'm gonna do Cornfield, and this is yet another quite simple map, just one path. No, nothing too terrible, but yeah, this is quite tricky because there isn't enough room to place a lot of towers, and there are a ton of obstacles. You can see each of these cornfields is gonna block the line of sight. There is only one square here of land available to place towers, and then there are also some other spots here, and here where you can place towers in between the cornfields. And of course you can sell them to remove them, so you have both the line of sight free and also some land to place more towers. Yeah, there is no water here, and yeah, this is the map. So it's pretty simple, but at the same time you have to have a strategy that is gonna make you survive placing not a lot of towers, or actually being able to then pay this price to then be able to place more towers downside. I'm gonna start here with the 3 dark monkeys, so the best start in all those maps where you can't place a sub. And I'm gonna exploit those 2 spots where you can place towers in between the cornfields, so why not. And then final dark monkey is gonna be up here, closest to the top and right side. So these first 2 dark monkeys in strong, last one in first, and that should be enough. Now the strategy I'm gonna use here is gonna be almost identical to the strategy I used in Candy Falls. So I'm gonna go with some tag shooters, tag zone, and then for the late game Inferno Ring. Now here, considering the path, the map is different. Obviously this one it's harder. I'm gonna need to get also Ninja 402 to be able to survive long enough, but that really is the only difference. So other than that, the gameplay is gonna be quite easy, and you can see the strategy as well, other than paying attention to how you place the towers, but other than that it should be quite easy. Now, as I said before, this dark monkey, very important, placing it closest to the top and to the right side, alright, so in the corner. Instead, when you place the tag shooter, you have to look at the range. So the top side of the range must not have any line of sight blockage, right? So just play with it. And then instead the left side must have just a little bit, so the tip of the range blocked. And you can see that by looking at this red part, right? So the closer a tower is to an obstacle, the more this red will spread. And you can see here that monkey, for example, here is just barely touching, and now it's closer, so you can see that the red part is getting wider. And that is what you have to look for when you're placing this tag shooter. So it's not exactly like closest to the corner, so to the top and to the left, but it's a little bit distant from the top side, and then the left side just leaving this unit of range, alright, with the range blocked. Now here I'm gonna place another tag shooter with the same principles, so just placing it closest to the top side, alright, and just leaving a little bit of range here blocked by this cornfield in this left side. And now, why is positioning so important here? Because if you place everything as I'm going to show you, then you should be able to have enough room right here to then place a village. And that is going to be a very important part in my strategy, because if you can't afford to place a village right there already, and you need to spend this 700 cash to remove the cornfield in this bottom side, you're gonna end up delaying by one round everything, so getting the most important upgrades, and that may be bad. So yeah, just try to place towers as I'm showing you and you're gonna be fine. Now after placing the tuck shooter, here I placed a ninja. Now I placed the ninja closest to the tuck shooter and then closest to the left side. Alright, here it doesn't matter that all this part is blocked by the ninja, because the ninja is gonna attack downwards, and so the shurikens should still be able to pierce through and to damage as many balloons as possible. And now here I'm gonna get this middle tuck shooter 310, right? So just increasing once the range, and now just getting it 310 is gonna be one way to pop lab balloons around 28, right? With this. The other one I got it, as you saw before, 203. And now to be 100% sure, so once again to reduce RNG around 28 and to be able to pop all the lab balloons, I just recommend here to place also an Alchemist right closest to the ninja. And now here the important thing is placing the Alchemist so that it's pretty much in line with the ninja, and it lives about so right here closest to the ninja in strong, and then it lives about 1 unit of range from the grass here in the top side, right? That is the most important thing that you have to look for. And if you can achieve this, then that means that you have placed everything correctly. Now one cross check that I always recommend you to do is when you have enough cash to get a village, so to place a village, it's gonna be 1300. Try to see if you can place that village right there, as I said before, because if you can't, then I strongly recommend you to start again from the beginning and try to place your towers a little better. If you're following this strategy, of course. If you're following any other strategy, just go for the towers and for the upgrades for the heroes that they are going to use. But if you're using this strategy to get the black border, then I strongly recommend you to restart. And yeah, you can see that here I can place the village, so that's perfect, so I can keep on going. And yeah, the most important things really to be able to place this village and have enough room here is placing this stat marquee closest to the top side, and then placing this Alchemist at the same level of the ninja. So as I said before, leaving about 1 range of unit from the grass. If you place this Alchemist with the range here touching the grass, that may be way too close to the top side, and that may mean that you don't have enough range right here to place the village, and yeah, that's bad. Alright, so that being said, now getting the ninja 401 right should be the next thing to do. Now doing a lot of damage, getting the Alchemist 301. It doesn't really matter the timing at which you get the Alchemist upgraded, because you're gonna be able to get the Alchemist 400 before round 40. So the Alchemist should already be giving the stronger brew to both the ninja and also the stack shooter. So yeah, it's not that important the exact time at which you get the Alchemist upgraded. So here we go, Alchemist 400 at the beginning around 39, and then also another thing that is gonna be helpful for not only around 40 but for all the next rounds is Ninja 402. So getting caltrops. Now here, if you want, you can pause the game and you can place the village before the mob enters in range of the towers. But you can see that you can even do it if you are playing on normal speed. So yeah, just the village is going to increase the range of all these towers, especially like the tuck shooters, that is quite small, the range. And yeah, now placing this village closest to the right side is also quite important, because then later on you will want to place right here an Alchemist to buff these tuck shooters. So yeah, that's also quite important. So not village exactly like in the center, but as close as you can towards the right side. So let's get this tech shooter 204, as I said before. Now let's get this village 300. So getting primary training very early, boosting the range, projectile speed, and pierce of both these tech shooters. All right. And now getting the village, of course, 320 for camo Bloons. The ninja can should perfectly manage all camo Bloons by itself, because it has the Alchemist brew and is prioritized. But round 59, as you know, it has camo lads, and yeah, once again, to minimize RNG and be 100% sure that you can destroy all the Bloons, just get the village 320, so you can also attack those camo lads with the Alchemist, with this tech shooter, and so with other ways other than just the Mexodip to be able to pop them all. And now here, last thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place this Alchemist, as I said before, right, closest to the bottom side and then closest to the left side. It should be closest to this top tech shooter, and you can see that it's receiving the brew. It's not the brew as strong as the 4th upgrade, but just getting Alchemist here 300, it's enough, because well, there are some rounds like round 54 and 55 where, depending exactly on the Alchemist buff timing, you may have some Bloons like sneaking past, and once again, to reduce RNG and to make it 100% sure that you can survive those rounds, just get an Alchemist here 300. It's enough to buff this top tech shooter, and that way you can destroy everything. And that's it, because now just waiting to get the tag zone is almost 26,000 cash, and you should be able to afford it for round 60, so exactly for when the BFB is gonna come out. Now I'm pretty sure that with this strategy you should be able to pop the BFB, the Moab, the ceramics, like all the Bloons, without any problem. But yeah, trying to get the tag zone before that round is definitely gonna improve the chance of popping everything out of the BFB, and yeah, not having any Bloons being able to get past. And yeah, as you know, with the tag zone, you're gonna unlock a lot more of range, more attack speed, more attacks. I think also the damage and the pierce increases. So yeah, it's just a super good upgrade. And yeah, with that upgrade, then some more buffs to the Alchemist and to this other tech shooter, you're gonna be able to survive until you can afford the Inferno Ring. So yeah, this was the best strategy and the best setup I was able to find to, as always, minimize RNG as much as possible, and also to get the towers exactly when I wanted them. In this case, you can see I have just barely enough cash to get the tag zone in round 60. Now, another thing about the tag zone that I forgot in my previous gameplay, so on Candy Falls, is the fact that the tag zone can actually pop all Bloon types already. So you don't need an MAB for the tag zone, because you can pop DDTs with it. Yeah, that was something I forgot in Candy Falls, and yeah, so definitely it's even better, because the Inferno Ring can pop DDTs, the tag zone can pop DDTs, so yeah, you should have no problems whatsoever at popping DDTs in the late stages of the game. So now just getting here this other Alchemist 400, so giving now a stronger brew to 2 towers at once. And now simply I'm gonna get this middle tech shooter 420, and then yeah, I'm gonna just wait to have enough cash. Actually, I think after I get the Ring of Fire here, I'm gonna get the Alchemist 402, because by boosting even further the attack speed, I'm gonna throw more assets. I'm gonna be able to also buff the towers around it also more often. And that's also a must upgrade if you want to survive round 82. So yeah, that is what I'm gonna get right now. So here we go, Alchemist 402, the one in the top side. So that's the Ring of Fire, and yeah, so 54,000 is the cost of the upgrade. It seems an insane amount of cash to earn in 18 rounds, 19 if you include also round 66. But yeah, you're gonna be able to afford that amount in round 84. So halfway through round 84, you're gonna be able to get the Inferno Ring, and that is gonna be, of course, GG for the late stages of the game. You're gonna have the meteor that it has been buffed in this last patch, so now it's gonna do more damage over time. It's gonna damage also multiple Bloons at once, some damage, some pierce, so it's just a very good upgrade. And yeah, I'm really liking this Inferno Ring, so I'm gonna try to use it also in the next gameplays whenever I can, and whenever it's like a reliable strategy. And especially like in this case, you can see that like because I wanna get these good upgrades as fast as possible, I can't afford to spend the cash on getting or removing the Cornfields. And so by doing this, that means that I can't really place a lot of towers because I only have this square. And if I would have gone with an Avatar of Wrath, the Avatar of Wrath alone, it's very weak. I mean, the druid, a druid 014 alone is weak. You need to place multiple druids so that you can start stacking Poplust. And so with all the druids together, then is when you are strong enough to survive until you can afford the Avatar of Wrath. But in this case, because you can see that there isn't enough room, I could have placed maybe like 2 druids here, maybe 3, and then I should have already placed like Ninja and Alchemist as well. So only like 2 or 3 druids I could have placed, and that is not enough to be able to survive until you can afford the Avatar of Wrath. And so yeah, you may end up needing to remove also this bottom Cornfield, so then you can like place maybe more druids down here. But yeah, I just liked better the idea of using the attack zone and Inferno Ring, and especially exploiting the buffed Inferno Ring, so why not? And yeah, now just it's relax and wait, because all these rounds are gonna be beatable very easily. Even the Oh My God and round 81 are very easy. Round 82 is the only round where the last Bloons popped are gonna be popped right here, so before this turn, and that's exactly before they get out of range of both the Ninja and the attack zone, as you can see. But yeah, that's the only round because all the other rounds are gonna be quite easy. And the cool thing is that round 84 is gonna be the round where you're gonna get enough cash to get the Inferno Ring. But you can even survive the full round 84 even without getting it. So you can even afford to spend a little bit more of cash, like 1.5 thousand, 2,000 on maybe getting other things, because you can still survive the full round 84. And I'm pretty sure also around 85 it's beatable, because the 2 Oh My Gods are gonna be not so close to one another, so you can like destroy one and then you can like destroy the other one. And yeah, now it seems crazy that around 78 you have 24,000 cash, and in exactly 6 rounds, so halfway through round 84, you're gonna be getting 54,000. But yeah, that's exactly how much cash you earn in these rounds. It's insanely high. And yeah, now after I get the Inferno Ring, of course, I will just get some extra supportive towers just to help me in the last stages of the game. You can still lose if you don't get like a glue gunner to slow down mob class Bloons, if you don't get other towers, because especially like also around 99, those DDTs are very fast. So even if you can damage DDTs with both the tag zone and the Inferno Ring, you may end up having some Bloons sneaking past. So the best thing to do is just get some supported towers, just making sure that you can pop everything. I'm gonna get also a Bloons Sabotage as well for around 99, and but you can really go with any upgrades that you want in the after you get the Inferno Ring. Other than, like as I said, Glue Gunner and Bloons Sabotage, I'm pretty sure any upgrade is gonna be fine. Any other tower, if you want to place like more presses, if you're gonna get 0-3 to Alchemist, if you're gonna get an overclock, anything should work. So here we go, that was the zone I got. Now round 81, it's where ceramics start having more HP, so they're tougher to be destroyed. But yeah, that is not gonna stop my tag zone and my Ring of Fire. 42,000 pops from the Ring of Fire, instead almost 175,000 from the tag zone. And yeah, this is round 82. The last 5 balloons, so the last 5 Zone I got, BEFBs, are fortified, and that is the only reason why this is the only round where some ceramics may be able to like get past this turn up here, and they may be popped right at the very end. But you should still be able to destroy all of them before it's too late, so before they get too far away. Yeah, here we go. So yeah, last balloons pop right here. And yeah, round 83 is super easy, and then as I said, round 84, halfway through it, you're gonna get the Inferno Ring upgrade, and that's gonna be it. So you can see a pretty easy black border. Just important the positioning, as I said, for like the monkey, the tag shooters, the ninja, and the alchemist, so you can afford to place a village right there. But other than that, you can see just getting some upgrades, some alchemists, and the correct upgrades for the correct rounds, you can then survive perfectly. And yeah, here I'm gonna show you how you can survive round 84 even without getting the Inferno Ring. So I have enough cash here to get it, but yeah, even if I don't, you can see that I can still survive perfectly. And now yeah, round 85, the 2 Zoma Gods, you can see that the meteor actually can hit the balloons anywhere on the screen, and even if they are behind an obstacle. Here these cornfields are blocking the line of sight of this tag shooter, but yeah, the meteor still is able to attack them. So it's very similar to the ballista from the village, from the missile as well from the sub. So these abilities that despite obstacles, they can still hit the balloons anywhere, so even behind obstacles or like in other portions of the map. So yeah, as I said, now I'm gonna spend finally now the cash to remove this cornfield. All right, and I'm gonna place a glue gunner here closest to the bottom side, but still in range of the village. Of course, getting combat detection, getting the increased pierce and range and projectile speed with the village. Those are the DDTs. As I said, you can pop them with both the Inferno Ring and also the tag shooter. Now you don't really need to remove these cornfields, so I like to remove any more cornfields, but I'm gonna do it just to like free some line of sight in this left side. Why not, especially for like some attacks here from the attack zone, and yeah, from some shurikens of the ninja, so that they can like maybe get past also the glue gunner. So let's get right here in this corner, let's get the Bloons Sabotage, why not? So I'm gonna use it probably for around 95 and around 99. And then another thing that I always like to do whenever I'm going with a primary tower strategy like this one is also get the primary expertise, because it's gonna add not only the ballista, it's gonna do more damage to the balloons, but as well it's gonna add that extra damage on every primary tower in range, and yeah, it's gonna be just better. Now here on 95, when to use the Bloons Sabotage, I guess halfway through the round, so I don't know, maybe now. Yeah, I don't really think it's even necessary using a Bloons Sabotage in round 95. Round 99, yes, but round 95, I'm pretty sure you can survive it perfectly even without the ability. Alright, yeah, you can get some more presses as well. Now that I'm thinking, I could be getting that, but I'm pretty sure after getting this primary expertise, I can just go a little crazy by getting a that monkey, like 0 to 4. I don't know if I can get enough cash in these last 3 rounds to get it 0 to 5, but I'm gonna try to. So let's get the primary expertise village. Here we go. So now the attack shooters should be also stronger, and also have now the ballista attack. And as I said, let's just get this that monkey that's also buffed by the Alchemist. Let's just get it here 0 to 4 and 27,000. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I will not be able to get enough cash to get it. So let's just place instead a mob press, why not? Bloons Sabotage here for these DTs. Alright, just making sure to pop everything. And yeah, I have this amount of cash left, but yeah, I don't really know what to get. I could get here another that monkey 0 to 4, why not? And yeah, that's gonna be it. So that's the gameplay here, Black Border. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and see ya, bye bye.